The long-awaited goal command in Claude Code has shipped. It's now available in Claude Code as of about 48 hours ago. If you don't know, this lets you set a condition, and Claude Code will work on that task until it is completed. A must-have tool in your toolkit. By the end of this video, you'll understand all the flexibility you have with the goal command, how the agents work under the hood. We'll demo a couple uses of goals and teach you how to effectively get the most out of this command. I'm Matt Kuda. Let's dive in. Using goal is straightforward in Claude Code. Make sure you update your Claude Code. If you haven't, then use /goal and you'll see the command there. Set a goal, keep working until the condition is met. Looking at the docs here, they give a bunch of examples, explain how it works, how to write effective conditions, which we'll talk about later. You can use /goal again to see the status of the goal, or /goal clear to clear a new one. You can also add on additions like stop after 20 turns, so that way it doesn't burn through all your tokens, because this goal command will possibly up your token usage. Now let's talk about how the actual loop works under the hood. So you, the user, put in your goal here. So goal, add a user settings page. And then worker agent or agents are going to spin up to work on this task. They're going to be Sana or Opus, depending on what you have set. Now, these agents work just like the ones when you prompt Claude Code. They can edit the code, run tools, use MCP, stuff like that. Then when they're done, they're going to give a text transcript to a separate evaluator agent. Now, this is Haiku by default. That can be changed. It's important to note that this actual agent can't inspect the work. It just has the transcript of what the worker agents give you. Now, this agent will say, based on that transcript, is the work done or not? If it's a no, it's gonna go back into the worker agent. They'll have a new reason that becomes this next turn guidance to operate off. So if you wanted to build a settings page, these guys build it out, but there was no default dark mode toggle. The evaluator agent says, hey, not in there. That missing default dark toggle will be in this next turn guidance. Then the workers will complete it again in a new turn. So this loop will continue until the goal is met, determined by the evaluator, in which case the goal is cleared and full control is given back to the user. Okay, now let's see this goal feature in action. So here I'm in my Life OS application where I track my tasks, deep work, goals, stuff like that. And the deep work page isn't very fleshed out. The styling is not great. I can't set a goal limit, clearly not complete. So I'll go to Claude Code using the goal command. I'll give it a pretty thorough prompt on exactly what I want, what the conditions are, like a circular elapsed countdown time, and allow people to add deep work sessions outside of the timer. So when I kick this off, this prompt again will get sent to the worker agents, and they'll continue to work until the evaluator deems it as done. And after 9 minutes and only one turn, meaning the evaluator agent approved the work on the first try, we can see the feature is done. Here we have the stopwatch functionality or countdown, which is what you wanted. Click start. We get that nice elapsed circle thing here. Probably a couple style things I'd still give as feedback. As another example for how far you can push this goal feature, in this recruitment CRM I'm building for a client, we have AI matching functionality to put candidates to positions. Though right now you could really only do this through the candidate page, along with some other features like drafting follow-up emails. So I wanted a dedicated AI chat page that had an agent that could do any of these tasks based on what the user is chatting on and keep it all in context. So for my goal command, I was pretty thorough about what I wanted: a full new page, use a LLM agent, no need to store chat history. So I had what I wanted and what I didn't want, just so it didn't go overkill and burn too many tokens, and knew what the scope was. So this ran for, let's see, only 5 minutes and one turn, and it got it done. did have a little style follow-up prompt at the end. And if we go to this page, it is exactly what we wanted, a free-form text box with some ready prompts already to show off the tools available. I did pass it a dribble example just for some inspiration. Highly recommend doing that in general, and it was able to nail it in one turn. And when you're using the goal command, you want to make sure your conditions are thorough, right? A bad command might just be dark mode works. That can mean a lot of things, but having a good prompt like there's a toggle clicked, the data theme fixed, that works with your style guide, local storage to store it, CSS variables, screenshots reported. That way your worker agents can use Chrome MCP. Remember, your evaluator agent can't, but in my tasks, all the worker agents do have access to that to formalize the transcript. So make sure you're thorough. And remember, just the end state is not enough. Just saying dark mode is not it. Add as much context as you have. Use voice to text to really get it down easily. Remember, the condition can be a max of 4,000 characters, but that should be plenty for an effective goal. So when should you use goal and when to skip it? Anything that has multi-turn work, such as build the settings page, then build the APIs on top of it, then use Chrome MCP to verify it. That'd be a great use case for goal. Or if there's a big migration or refactor where the work is a little vague, the path is unknown, use goal to state exactly what you want, what you currently have, put that in your condition. Any big features you want to try to one-shot, similar to the Ralph Wiggum loop as before. I'm sure you could build a lot of full stack Next.js apps if you're crisp enough with what you want and you don't want it to stop and ask for requirements, just to work until it's done. And any type of headless runs, like you want to clean up all your backlog, get that work done, you can use goal. When to skip it, subjective work with no clear end state. Like if you were just to say, improve the onboarding experience, that'd be a little vague because you wouldn't have actually the requirements for the screens and questions you want to ask there. Simple stuff like fix the styling on this button or show the username in the top right. No need to use goal, just prompt directly, save yourself the time. Any conditions that Claude can't prove in the transcript, whether it doesn't have tool access or it's way too vague, don't use goal for that. If you want to pull eternal state consistently, use the /loop command. This will allow you to run a command every 5 minutes. Like, hey, check this endpoint, pull every 5 minutes until the cache is cleared. I want to make sure our changes went live. That will do it for today's video. If you learned anything, you are obligated to subscribe for more AI workflows like these and the latest news in the tech world. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.